If you're suffering with chronic health issues and you're undergoing treatment, no matter what kind of protocol it is, and you ever have a 2 to 3 day major flare-up where you feel like a whole bunch of symptoms gets exacerbated and you get things like headaches, skin breakouts, worse fatigue than you already had, nausea, joint pain, muscles start hurting everywhere in the body, and just some general flu-like symptoms, then what you're experiencing is a Herxheimer reaction, or Herx reaction for short. Usually what's happening in this case is that your body is, well, your protocol is killing something within your body. Parasites, Bartonella, babesia, one of those bacteria related to Lyme disease, one of those things. And because they're under threat, they're releasing toxins into your bloodstream. Now, what we try and do is avoid these by making sure we open all your drainage pathways first and get the liver and the lymphatics and the kidneys and basically all your detox and drainage pathways working properly before we start killing things, so that you can hopefully avoid these Herx reactions. Then you don't really have to worry about them, although they can still happen occasionally, but the better you've opened your drainage pathways, the less severe, I guess we could say, any Herx reactions will be, and definitely they'll be more rare. And so this is a great example of why more isn't always better. I'll be working with chronic health sufferers, and they'll say, oh, I'm starting to feel a bit crappy, but I can power through. And that's where I have to stop them and say, absolutely not. We don't want to power through. When you've got all these different symptoms to begin with on your journey, and we test and find out that you've got mold or Lyme or whatever else, and you start making improvements, you absolutely want to stop and listen if you run into a ceiling that starts bumping you backwards a bit. We don't want to run into these Herx reactions. We don't want to overload your body, because sometimes there can be too much of a good thing, and we start asking it to do too much, and it starts to fatigue a little bit. So if you do run into a Herx reaction, especially if you're dealing with this on your own and you're not working with someone who's experienced, then the first thing you have to do is stop taking the killing agent. Don't stop taking everything else, because a lot of the things you're taking are going to help your body keep moving everything out without wiping anything out, and therefore causing that toxic release. So we just stop the killing agent, but we keep all the binders and all the mitochondria building supplements and everything else we're taking, keep those in the system to try and flush everything.
Hey there, if you're struggling with gut health, I just wanted to let you know about my free Facebook gut health support group. You'll see it on the screen here. Just click the link and you can join that. We cover all sorts of more in-depth tips on what testing to do, how to deal with underlying biotoxins, things like that. So jump in the group. I'd love to have you in there. Anyway, back to the video.
And you want to sweat as much as you can. This is where if you have an infrared sauna, you use it multiple times a day. Exercise, do whatever your body can handle to sweat, because that's going to help move everything out as well, whatever gets the lymphatics flowing. Then, once you've recovered over the space of a few days, then you want to start titrating that killing agent back in. So let's say it was a herbal tincture that you were taking 10 drops twice a day with. Well, you're going to start now with 1 drop twice a day. See how your body goes. If you do fine for a couple days, now go to 2 drops. And if you're doing really well at these low levels, you'll keep increasing, but don't be tempted to jump and go, well, I did fine at 4 drops, I'll go straight back to 10, because you're going to cause the same problem again. What's going to happen is, as you're titrating up, either you'll do better with it, or you might hit a ceiling where for you 6 drops is your max, because you can tell you're just starting to get some mild symptoms. So let's just stay there, or even dial it back 1 drop, because you're still going to be killing whatever it is you're trying to take out. But this is why it's so important that when people are detoxing from mold or Lyme or whatever else, not just that they start properly, but they keep taking things throughout. Like in the CellCore comprehensive protocols, there's 2 products that you basically take all the time. One is CT minerals and the other is BCATP. These things keep driving the mitochondria and keep helping the lymphatic and drainage channels moving, while also taking a lot of binders. Now you mix up the binder to get different things, but we have to get those binders out. We have to sweat a lot. And this is why healthy lifestyle choices, especially with diet, are so important when you're recovering from these chronic health issues, because you don't want to overload the system that might have been on the precipice. You eat a whole bunch of seed oils or sugar and boom, it pushes you over the edge and you have these major Herx reactions again. So if you're stuck with this and you're not sure what to do, or you're working with a doctor who's told you to keep pushing through, it's time to change doctors. Go and work with someone who understands this so that they can help you with it. Because again, on these chronic health journeys, more is not always better. In fact, it's often the opposite.